Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a voice broadcast campaign that does two things. One, it's going to send a voice broadcast to live callers, so anybody that's home and actually picking up the phone and answering it, it's going to send them one message. And then if they're not home or their voicemail picks up, it's going to send a separate message to that voicemail. And the reason that we have two messages for that is because if we're sending a message to a live caller, then we're giving them the option to press 9 to be removed from the list. And so that's going to be in that message. If the message is going to a voicemail, then that part of the message is not going to be there. So for this strategy here, you're actually going to be creating two separate messages. So remember that our voice broadcast scripts can be accessed from here, and you can see here that in the basic campaign driving traffic to a website, here's the message. And then if to a live person, when you're recording the message to a voicemail, you would remove the bottom. Okay, so you're not going to say, if you wish to be removed from the system, press 9, because they wouldn't be able to do that because it's the voicemail that's being left. So when we get to that recording stage, just remember that you're going to record two versions of the message. One version is going to have this part included, and one version is going to not have this part included. All right, so let's go over here. So the first broadcast that we created was broadcast tutorial, and that one was just for live callers. Okay, now a lot of the settings are going to be the same, so let's go ahead and start setting this up. We're going to click on create voice broadcast, and then we're going to load settings from the broadcast tutorial, and we're just going to name it broadcast tutorial 2, and then here in the description we're going to call it broadcast tutorial for live callers and answering machines. And the reason we're doing this is just so that you know which of your campaigns are for what purpose, so that you can keep track. We're going to leave all these settings the same here. Now we are going to use automatic machine detection here, and then we are going to check off the leave a message because we are leaving a message. Now the wait for silence, we also want to click that, and what that means is when the answering machine picks up and the message is there, so the person leaving their message on their answering machine, and then it says, wait for the beep, and there's a beep, and then there's silence. So the system is waiting for that silence before it begins to broadcast the message, or before it begins to leave your message into the system. Okay, so you want to click on wait for silence in that case, because we're using the voice broadcast to leave a message on a machine. Okay, so let's see. Then we're going to leave these blank here. And then we're going to the do not call list. We're going to just, again, pick 9. And just have your settings just like this. And then we're going to click add phone broadcast. So you can see it's successfully added phone broadcast. So we're going to click OK. And you can see here that it's right here. All right. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to click on the looks like a speaker symbol, so we can add or upload our messages. Now when you're going to add a message, you always want to click on add a sound file, and then you are going to put the name of this particular message. See here, this one has been named website 1, this one has been named website 2, or website 1 outgoing, website 2 voicemail. So you just want to let the system know what it is. So you can say, this is your campaign 1, and the description is for a live caller, and this could be for website 2, and this could be for a voicemail, just so that you keep track of what the message is for. You we recommend that you click on recording over the phone, and then it will call you at the number that you have set inside of your system, or you can have it call you at a different number. And we definitely recommend that you do that. So once you go through this process, again, remember that you have access to the scripts right here. You probably want to go through, read them through a few times before you actually go to record so that you're comfortable with it. But then once you've got that part done and it's recorded, you'll see your sound files here. So for this particular campaign, because we're sending messages out to live callers as well as a voicemail, this message is going to be for the live caller. So we're going to set this as the broadcast message. And then the next message, this is the one that's going to the answering machines, and this is the one where we did not say press 9 to be removed from the list. This is going to be set as the voicemail message. Okay, so we've got that part set. Now, one more setting that we're going to add is this repeat here. Okay, that's an additional option. Now, what this means is that in some cases, for some of the messages that go out on a voicemail, and let's say 10% or less, there's a very small percentage where the message gets started before the silence. Okay, so that means that when the person's listening to the voicemail messages, it would be right in the middle of your message going out. Okay, it happens sometimes, very small percentage of the time. But in case it does happen, you can click here on repeat. So that means that once the message has been left, it'll repeat the message starting over again so that that person can hear the whole message, even though when they first started listening to it, it was right in the middle of the message. Okay, so you want to click on repeat, all right? And then we're going to copy sound files to voice broadcast. Okay, and there we go. So now the voice broadcast is set inside of this campaign, or both messages are set inside of this campaign. So from here, we're going to add our contacts that we got from our data miner. So we're going to click on the faces here, and it says add or recycle contacts. We're going to click that button. And we're going to be uploading a CSV file. Remember that we downloaded the CSV file right from the data miner, and so we're going to do that. Now what we want to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to click on Find CSV, and I'm going to look in my desktop. This is where I saved it, and let's see, we're going to just grab this one here, and we're going to open. And now you can see here that the phone numbers are over here. So we want to take this available fields phone and we want to pull it and bring it over to column 1 so that the system knows that this is where the phone numbers are. Okay? So just remember that where you see the phone numbers, make sure that you grab that phone field and drag it over into that column so that the system knows that's where the numbers are, because it's using this word phone to determine that that's where the phone numbers are. So down here, you want to click on randomize. Now, if you don't scrub your list when you've got it downloaded, okay, then you want to click on prevent duplicate phone numbers in the file. So it will basically scrub duplicates on your own list, okay? You can obviously remove duplicates yourself before uploading the list first, but if you don't do that, then you want to click on this button. Now, prevent duplicate phone numbers against all contact records. You don't want to check this. You want to leave this unchecked. What that means is that it's actually comparing your list of numbers against all the contact records inside of Automatic Lead Tools database and scrubbing your numbers against it. You don't want to do that because there are, a huge amount of phone numbers in there, and you want to make sure that you keep the numbers that you got and don't remove any of those phone numbers from your list so that you can contact all of those numbers. The next box, checkbox, is prevent duplicate phone numbers in campaign. So in this case, again, you don't want to click this because it's going to remove any phone numbers that you have in any campaign inside of all of automatic lead tools. Now remember, it's okay for you to leave these unchecked because when you upload your phone numbers into your campaign, any person that has clicked on remove from any of your campaigns, the numbers that you upload are automatically scrubbed against that. So any person that has ever gotten a message from you or from your campaign will and has asked to be removed from the list will automatically be removed when you upload any new numbers into a new campaign. So just be clear about that. Now the scrub against our do not call list, that is completely up to you. Here's the thing. Again, remember that any campaigns that you've done yourself that anybody has unsubscribed from will automatically be scrubbed. So this is the scrub against our do not call list. So that means that if anybody else has ever been scrubbed, if anybody on your list has been scrubbed from any other list of any user inside of automatic lead tools, that you're scrubbing against that list. Now, let's say that that person, didn't want to hear from that particular person's message anymore because they didn't like that offer or whatever. It doesn't mean that they don't maybe want to hear your offer, what it is that you have to offer, because they may have been offering something completely different and completely irrelevant to that person. If they were offering some sort of insurance services, and let's say that there are a Herbalife distributor, and a person contacted them about insurance services, and they're not interested in insurance, but you're offering them automatic lead tools that can help them with their Herbalife business, they may be very interested in what you have to offer. So for that reason, you can just decide whether or not to do this. I certainly would not scrub against our do not call list because I want to make sure that I'm able to get my message to people that might want to hear it. And again, any person that's unsubscribed from any of my campaigns would automatically be scrubbed when I upload the list. And then from here, you are going to click on I'm allowed to call these contacts, and then upload. Okay, so once that's uploaded, you can click on X to get out. And we can see here that here are the contacts that have been added to that campaign. And now you'd be ready to broadcast your campaign. And obviously, in order to do that, you click on Activate your broadcast. Now, before you actually click on the play button, you may want to do a send test call. So if you click that, you see here that you can have it go to this preset number, or you can have it go to another phone number and say call me now, and it will call with the message. And that way you can make sure that the message is sounding good and it's going to go out properly. Once that's done, you then can click on the play to activate your broadcast, and your broadcast will be live and going out to all of your numbers that you've uploaded. So that's all you have to do to set up a basic phone broadcast that has messages going out to live callers as well as answering machines. I hope you found this video helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.